Oh God, what's in my karma today? Ow, my feet hurts. Ow. What's this? I literally tripped a while ago. Why now? God. What's with my karma today? You know what? Since karma's striking me back so much today, I'm pretty sure YouTube won't strike me a karma. I'm gonna watch some YouTube. God, I've watched all of this. There's nothing new. Oh. Lal's Express? This looks nice.
Hop aboard to our first train, Author's Life. First station, family background. Kushwant Singh was born into a Sikh family in the Dali Kushab district, Punjab, which is now in Pakistan. He was the younger son of Sir Soba Singh and Viran Bai, who would later testify against Bhagat Singh. The Singh family was rich. Sir Soba Singh, a builder and contractor, was his father. The name of his mother was Lady Varyam Kaur. Rahul Singh, a boy, and Mala, a girl, are the results of his marriage to Kawal Malik. His niece, and the daughter of his brother Daljit Singh, is the well-known actress Amrita Singh.
Second station, educational background. Kushwant Singh studied at a modern school in New Delhi. He completed Intermediate of Arts coursework at Delhi St. Stephen's College between 1930 and 1932. In 1934, he graduated with a BA from Government College in Lahore. He enrolled in King's College in London to pursue a legal education, where he earned his LLB in 1938 from the London University.
Next station is career and advocacies. Kushwant Singh was a practicing lawyer in the late year 1939 to 1947. After practice, he served as a diplomat of the newly independent India. 4 years later, in 1951, he began his outstanding career as a journalist with All India Radio. In 1951, he became the founder and editor of Yojana, which ended later in the year 1953. In the years 1969 to 1978, Kushwant Singh became the editor of the Illustrated Weekly of India, Bombay. He also then became the editor-in-chief of the National Herald in New Delhi for 2 years, 1978 and 1979. During 1980 to 1983, he was the editor of the Hindustan Times. His Saturday column with malice towards one and all in the Hindustan Times is by far one of the most well-liked columns of this day.
To our fourth station, works. Kushwant Singh's work ranged from fiction to non-fiction. He primarily wrote in English. One of his major works is Train to Pakistan, which was first published in the year 1956. That masterpiece earned him recognition worldwide and the Groove Press Award in 1954. The novel depicts the 1947 partition of India and Pakistan. His second major work, Essays on India's Emergency, was published in 2004 under the title Why I Supported the Emergency. Delhi, a novel, was his third major work. Kushwant Singh also published I Shall Not Hear the Nightingale in 1959. The Portrait of a Lady, Collected Stories, was a collection of short stories. He also authored other books such as The Maharaja Ranjit Singh and The Fall of Sikh Kingdom. Apart from these, he wrote and published a classic 2-volume book on Sikh history, the name A Story of Sikhs. This work of his was published in 1963. His other famous works included Truth, Love, and a Little Malice in the form of an autobiography, published in 2002. Sex, Scotch, and Scholarship, and In the Company of Women, published in 1999. Significantly, at the age of 98, he co-wrote The Good, the Bad, and the Ridiculous with Huma Qureshi.
Last season for this train, awards and recognitions. India's president awarded Kushwant Singh the Padma Bhushan in 1974, but he returned the honor in 1984 as a protest to the Indian government over the Indian Army storming of the Golden Temple. Sulabh International Social Service Organization awarded him the Honest Man of the Year award in July 2000 for his bravery and sincerity in a brilliant, incisive writing. At the event, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister described him as a human rights writer, an inveterate believer in human goodness with a brave mind and a devil-maker attitude. Later on at the year 2006, he was awarded the Punjab Ratan Award by the government of Punjab. In the year 2007, he was awarded the After a Year. He received the Sahitya Akademi Fellowship Award from the Sahitya Academy of India. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav presented him with the All India Minorities Forum Annual Fellowship Award in 2012. He was also awarded the Order of Khalsa. Kushwant Singh served in the Rajya Sabha from 1980 to 1986. And the Library of Congress holds 99 works on and by OPRT. For our next train, order it is presentation of 10 difficult words. Preposterous. It is pronounced preposterous. Its meaning, contrary to reason or common sense, utterly absurd or ridiculous. It's used in the story. Preposterous, preposterous, he shouted, hoarse with anger. Example sentence. How preposterous of you to believe that the earth is flat.
Barrister. It's pronounced as barrister. Its meaning, a lawyer entitled to practice as an advocate, particularly in the higher courts. It's used in the story. He is a vizier and a barrister and meets so many officers and Englishmen in the trains. Example sentence. You are no barrister to prosecute and judge me.
Next word, livery. It's pronounced as livery. Its meaning, special uniform worn by a servant or official. It's used in the story, a bearer in white livery appeared through a wire gauze door. Example sentence, part of the reason why I joined this organization is the nice silky livery.
Vizier. It is pronounced as vizier. Vizier. Its meaning, a high official in some Muslim countries, especially in Turkey under Ottoman rule. It's used in the story. He is a vizier and a barrister and meets so many officers and Englishmen in the trains. Example sentence. That vizier must be wise because he has the ability to advise even powerful rulers.
Zonana. It's pronounced as zo-na-no. Its meaning in Indian and Iran is the part of a house for the seclusion of women. It's used in the story, where does Zonana stop? Example sentence. You're living in the wrong generation if your house still has Zonana.
6. Coolie. It's pronounced as coolie. Its meaning,
an unskilled native laborer in India, China, and some other Asian countries. It's used in the story. The coolie flattened his turban to make a cushion, hoisted the steel trunk on his head, and moved down the platform. Example sentence, meant to be offensive. Study well and work hard, unless you want to be a coolie, of course.
Sangfreud. It is pronounced as Sangfreud. Sangfreud. Its meaning, composure or coolness, sometimes excessive, as shown in danger or under trying circumstances. It's used in the story. The arrival of the train did not disturb Sir Mohanlal's Sangfreud. Example sentence. With the gun pointed at his head, his Sangfreud never wavered.
8. Eminently. It's pronounced as eminently. Its meaning, to a notable degree, very. It's used in the story. Excitement, bustle, and hurry were exhibitions of bad breeding, and Sir Mohan was eminently well-bred. Example sentence. When faced with the people he admired most, his flaws were eminently shown.
Number 9. Gait. It's pronounced as gait, meaning a person's manner of walking. It's used in the story. Sir Mohan walked to his troop with a studied gait. Example sentence. A single glance to his gait, and you can conclude that he's terrified.
Number 10. Inebriated. It's pronounced as a-ni-bre-a-ted. Its meaning, drunk, intoxicated. It's used in the story. The soldiers paused. It almost sounded like English, but they knew better than to trust their inebriated ears. Example sentence. This decision is so atrocious that I believe it's made by an inebriated person.
For the first stop of our last train, we have the setting. The story is set in the colonial period of India when the British ruled the country. The specific time period is not explicitly mentioned in the story, but it can be inferred to be around the early to mid 20th century. The setting of Karma primarily takes place in the city of Delhi, the capital of India. The story revolves around the life of an Indian man named Sir Mohan Lal, who has received a knighthood from the British government. Sir Mohan Lal lives in a spacious bungalow in a well-to-do neighborhood, which indicates his privilege on social status. The story also briefly moves to a court proceeding where Sir Mohan Lal's servant, Hukum Chand, faces a trial for murder. This scene offers a glimpse into the Indian judicial system during the colonial era. Additionally, the story briefly mentions other locations within India. For instance, Sir Mohan Lal recalls his visit to England and describes the contrasting experiences of living in India and England.
Stay still. We're on our way up a hill to reach our destination. Just like a plot, it goes through a climax. Mohan Lal is a middle-aged man who works in the British Raj. He is ashamed to be an Indian and hence he speaks in English and rarely anglicized Hindustani, and dresses up as an high-ranked British official. By doing English crosswords, wearing balliol ties, and drinking scotch in public, he tries to prove himself to be a proper Englishman to the English officers. His wife, Lakshmi, is a traditional Indian woman, and he sees himself as superior to her. The plot occurs while Mohan Lal and Lakshmi are on a train. He makes Lakshmi sit in the general compartment while he sits in first class, which is meant for the British. There, he meets two British soldiers who verbally abuse him and demand that he is kicked out of first class, despite his efforts to prove himself as English. When Mohan Lal opposes them, he is thrown out of the train. He could only look through the rails on the moving train. Karma is a short story that contains multiple conflicts operating on different levels. The most apparent conflict is between India and the British Empire, representing a clash of cultures. However, a deeper conflict can be identified beneath the surface, which is the struggle between the uneducated, or brutes, and the educated individuals. This conflict is not presented in isolation but is interconnected with other aspects of the story.
you guys still awake? Well, you better be since you are getting near to our destination. Right now, we are in theme. The story is centered around several different themes related to colonial India. One of the prominent themes here is the contrast between the lifestyle of British colonial elite and the native Indian population. Sir Mohan Lal personifies the British upper class, having education from a prestigious school in the UK, and is expressed with his arrogance and condescension towards his own countrymen, while Lakshmi represents the lower class wearing a dirty sari. Another theme expressed here is colonial mentality. Sir Mohan Lal's idea that life in UK is better than India is a prime example of this. The fact that he has adopted the British mannerism into his lifestyle gave a sense of superiority which comes with that colonial mindset. Karma reveals the bad effects of colonial mentality and how it can undermine someone's cultural identity. The story also touches on the conflict between Indian and British culture as well as a theme of cultural identity. The soldiers' insulting remarks and dismissal of Sir Mohan Lal's assimilation efforts contrast with his attempts to mimic the British upper class and separates himself from his own Indian heritage. This theme highlights the difficulties faced by Indians who are torn between their desire to adopt British traditions and their struggle to be treated equally in a society where British are the dominant force.
Hey! You don't deserve to be here. You don't fit to be in first class. Did you just hear that? Well, who we just encountered was one of the characters. Sir Mohan Lal is a man filled with a sense of self-importance. He views himself as distinguished, efficient, and handsome, with a neat mustache and an impeccable Savile Row suit. He has upper-class mannerisms and an attitude thanks to his 5 years spent overseas. He enjoys conversing with Englishmen to display his refined English. Despite seeming like a very confident man, he is not satisfied with his life in India, describing his stay as 45 years with dirty, vulgar countrymen. Lady Mohan Lal, or Lakshmi, is a neglected woman in her mid-40s. Short and fat, she adheres to traditional Indian attire, wearing a dirty white sari with a red border. Lakshmi leads a secluded life in her husband's home. She finds comfort in idle gossip and craves companionship, but her husband rarely pays attention to her. She enjoys conversing with others and maintaining a connection with her own culture. Although she lacks English education, she cherishes her identity and maintains a sense of happiness within the limited confines of her zenana. The bearer is a loyal and diligent servant of Sir Mohan Lal. Wearing white livery, he attends to Sir Mohan Lal's needs in the first-class waiting room, ensuring Sir Mohan Lal's comfort and attending to his demands promptly. The railway coolie carries heavy luggage to assist train passengers. He seems to enjoy conversation as he is seen chatting with Lady Mohan Lal while waiting for the train. The two English soldiers, Jim and Bill, are depicted as inebriated and disrespectful. They disregard the reserved seating and use derogatory language against Sir Mohan Lal. Their behavior suggests a lack of regard for social norms and a sense of entitlement, resulting in physical altercation.
Finally, in our last stop, the author style, Khushwant Singh's writing style in the story Karma can be characterized as realistic and satirical. He presents a vivid portrayal of the social, cultural, and political aspects of the time period, particularly the tensions and complexities of British-Indian relations during the colonial era. One notable aspect of Singh's style is his use of irony in satire. He often employs humor and wit to expose the hypocrisies and absurdities of the characters and society. For example, he satirizes the Indian elite's fascination with Western culture and their eagerness to adopt British customs and title, as seen in the protagonist's desire for a knighthood. Another aspect of Singh's style is his attention to detail. He describes the physical settings and characters with meticulousness, allowing the readers to immerse themselves in the story's world. Through his vivid descriptions, he captures the essence of Delhi and the contrasting experiences of the various characters. Singh's writing also incorporates social commentary, exploring themes such as colonialism, identity, and the impact of British rule on Indian society. He delves into the complexities of class distinctions, power dynamics, and the internal conflicts faced by individuals torn between their Indian heritage and the allure of Western influences.
You have arrived at your destination, and this is where your adventure comes to an end. We hope you had a great time and learned a lot. We thank you for trusting safety in our hands.
The next morning.
What time is it? Oh my god, it's 6 a.m. Oh my god, I'm super late. Ow! Oh, ouch. Okay, that's Oh my god, I'm super late. Girl, what's with my karma today? Oh god, wait, where's my phone? Oh wait, I did put it there. Okay, wait, hold on. Are you kidding me? It's Saturday!